starting, and oh my god, I am so excited.
First pick here, or getting some early picks here is huge, as you see Exotic getting to the point, contesting, and look at all these people on the point.
Oh my.
It is very testy in there right now. But it looks like OGC getting some early kills, which is huge for them.
Yeah, that's definitely really huge for them. We see Sydney just kind of struggle to get any kills on OGC, and well, this hard point has been kind of like left alone for a little bit, but finally, the Sydney Dingoes have gotten some time on, but right back to OGC, and well, the Sydney Dingoes are trying to flood in, but it seems like it will be OGC's hill for right now, as Marshmallow Dude is hoping to catch someone on the point from top barn, but he'll get cut down before he does. Unfortunate as we go to this P2.
I actually just looked. I think it looks like the teams are actually switched. It looks like Sydney with the early plays, if I'm correct in that. But yeah, a hot start. Like I said, that P1 was very mixy, and like I said, it looks like the teams are mixed up here. But we will cast through it.
We will definitely cast through this weird episode of the Twilight Zone as well. I think Sydney Dingoes, as it appears on the screen, are doing very well at getting this hard point after. I don't think they started with it, but OGC looking to take that hill right back. But Sydney Dingoes, they have to spawn towards the P1s or the good side spawns for P2, and they're keeping it definitely mixy. You'll see them get a few kills on OGC as it appears on your screen, push through the hill, and then look right towards this next hill. Try to get spawns, but be cut down, unfortunately, before they're able to.
Yeah, now moving on to P3, a big hill. This can potentially be a money hill on this map, which does not have a lot of money hills. Like I said, always mixy, but it looks like OGC is set up here, and if they can get some time here, that would be huge, as we have a close match to start. But yeah, good plays so far out of both teams, and that's a nice kill right there. Nice plays out of Simplex, and big kills, and they're still spawning back there. This is going to be really interesting. Just absolutely slaying out. Look at this. Good plays out of Sydney.
Yeah, and this is not easy to do, to hold P3 while the other team has the spawns, but Old Guy Chicago, as it appears on your screen, seems to have done a good job of doing it, but well, they have it now, but it did get a little bit mixy. But pay attention to the scoreline; it's pretty much equal. And if you remember, they one team had a decent lead going into P2, and then they took that lead right back in P2, and now we're essentially at a tie game as we're going into P4. That's what I love about Bocage Hardpoint. It's so mixy. It's usually always within. The scores are always pretty close to each other, and anything could happen at any moment. Any team could really take a solid lead here, and I can't wait to see what happens as Sydney Dingoes appears to start off.
Yeah, it's a good job out of them, and it was a little bit of late rotation for both teams, but Rob there with a nice play as the kill is coming in. Nice kill there, but yeah, good job here on these hills, and like you said, it's been close throughout, and it should continue like that. Interested to see how this hill will pan out, and then looking over to the next rotation to see who can get set up for that. But yeah, as we said before, look, it's Bocage right now, and they are both teams flying around, making a lot of plays, and it's just been a crazy start so far, but a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. Old Guy Chicago, as it appears on your screen, has taken a really solid lead here on P4, and they had a little bit of lead going into it. So really extending that works wonders for them, as you could see this Sydney Dingoes team kind of like look towards that P5 a little bit earlier on, but it seems like that was a nice kill indeed. But it seems like they don't really have control. I mean, they're trying to get it. They're spawning P3 side, and they're trying to pick off anyone that they can, but they're really not able to right now. As I say that, OGC goes down, and now the entire point flip to Sydney Dingo's control.
Yeah, and like I said, that was a nice play by Simplex, and he's been playing really well, so hopefully carrying his team. But yeah, like I said, I mean, it's the spawns on this map are also a little bit weird, but good plays out of both teams so far, and OGC, even though it should be Sydney, is pulling away right now. But back on the point is OGC. So yeah, excited to see how this plays out. It's nice play there as Simplex continues to ball out. Another nice kill. Good stuff out of him.
Yeah, and both teams seem to have like quite a bit of slaying power on their side. On Old Guy Chicago, you have
Oh
Simplex,
my
who's
god.
on your screen right now, just hamming it up, and he's doing that with an automaton, which is not easy to do on this map. So major props to him. But on the other side of the coin, you also have Banana, who is quite a great KD of his own right there. I'm not sure what Banana's playing here. I think he played a sub with us, but regardless, he's actually being a really great counter to Simplex. As right now, this P1 is just as scrappy as ever, but it looks like Old Guy Chicago will get control, but at the risk of, I think, spawns for
Jeez.
P2.
Simplex is absolutely slaying right now. This is great plays out of him. And yeah, like I said, I mean, as you said before, sorry, the P1, this is such a tough point. There's just not a lot of cover on P1. And getting time on that point is really tough. Just contesting as much as you can, or killing them off as much as you can is the best thing you can do, because there's not many places to hide on that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And the scoreline seems to be a little bit carried away by Old Guy Chicago. They were up about 50, but I mean, one good hold on one good hard point, it could bring Sydney Dingoes right back in the lead. But that's very hard to do in this game, as I say that Sydney Dingoes is just clearing out Barn, clearing out anywhere near the point. I don't think that player on the point has had a challenge, which,
Ooh.
as I say that, he will get challenged, he will go down. Sydney Dingoes can't really get a foot on it right now, and Old Guy Chicago will appear, as it appears, get the last half, or get a good setup for the last half of this point.
Yeah, Simplex again with 2 major kills. I mean, he's just continuing to make plays. As Exotic back can't get the kill there, but Simplex continuing, just absolutely mowing down, dies there. But he is carrying the team right now. Rob having a good game as well, and yeah, it's another big kill there. Geez, that's a really good kill. But yeah, for Sydney, you gotta try to get some time on this point. This is going to be a huge hill for the game. As that's a first kill, a second one can't get the third, but great plays out of him. And yeah, this is going to be a big point to determine how the game finishes here.
Yeah, Simplex just keeps going off, as well as Banana on the other team too. I think his KD has risen since we last talked about him. And well, I think the scoreline is a little bit closer. I think they're within 35 points of each other now, and Sydney Dingoes definitely has the opportunity to tie that up if they can get a good hold here. But again, that's very difficult, especially on a map this small. As I say that, Victor Dano's going to rush right in, get a two-piece, and he's going to have to deal with the other Sydney Dingoes players rushing in. Not able to do so, but at least nobody's on the point for now, which, if you're Old Guy Chicago, is definitely a win in your book.
Yeah, now it's going to be, again, preparing for that next point, grouping up, making sure you have the numbers, and pushing through, and getting a good break if you don't have the point, and holding it if you do. But yeah, this has been a close game throughout, exactly what we were hoping for, as yeah, just about a 40-point game right now as we move on to P5. So another big hill coming up with P1 following that, which again is a scrappy hill. So, or excuse me, P4 now right now. So this is a really big hill with P5 following.
Yeah, you'll see Sydney Dingoes kind of go down in that P4 barn hill. That's such a hard hill to hold because there's so many opportunities for the enemy to come in, and you don't know where they're going to come from. They could all just pick a different doorway, and it's just kind of madness for you to kind of defend that. But Old Guy Chicago doing a good job at least keeping it mixy, keeping it contested. Sydney Dingo started it off, but Old Guy Chicago has taken the torch of this hard point. But again, there's a lot of contest time going on here, and especially in a map like Bocage, I've seen a lot of games of Bocage that come down to the actual match timer. So, I mean, if you're Sydney Dingoes, you don't really want contest time. You want as much time as you need to bring this back. And we will see what they do going into the P5 while All Guys Chicago have a good start there.
Yeah, OGC looks like they gave it up early and set up for P5, but a break from Sydney and the good plays out of them is they will take back the point. Rob gets in there, and again, another mixy point here, but yeah, good job out of both teams. It was an early rotation out of OGC, and they do have control of the point again. And now, if you're Sydney, it's all about grouping up as a glide bomb comes in, gets 2, there's another one, and it looks like Sydney will take back control as we have 26 seconds left in this P5.
Yeah, Sydney Dingoes definitely has a great fighting spirit here. They will not wave the white flag under any circumstances. And they get like a pretty good clear out of old guy Chicago on this point, but they get taken right back by old guy Chicago. And old guy Chicago will seemingly get to scrap time. No, Sydney Dingoes still challenging it.
Oh,
Wow, there's that fighting spirit in motion. And well, Simplex has something to say about that. But we'll go again to what I assume will be another Mixie P1. And right now, old guy Chicago's have the spawn for this in P2, so we'll see how Sydney Dingoes want to play this, but they definitely are running out of time and opportunity to do so.
yeah, you that is 100% true here. Let's see if they can get any time on this hill, but Simplex is just continuing to fry 44 limbs right now, and it's gonna have to be big plays out of Sydney coming back, and like I said, it's so hard to get time on P1, but it might come down to this P2 coming up next, as Strike Zone with a kill there, and uh, yeah, still a close game. Another 5 kill streak though. Nice kill there out of Exotic, but it's coming down to it. Let's see who finishes it out here.
Yeah, definitely let's see who finishes out here. I thought that Sydney Dingo player would be able to get that scrap time, but unfortunately, old guy Chicago is on the ball with even that. And so I think we're at like a 30-point deficit for Sydney Dingoes compared to old guy Chicago. And that's definitely lower than they've had before, but they are also running out of time. They will get the start on this hill, they will get the spawn, but how well are they going to hold it as old guy Chicago just rush into barn? They push
Yeah,
through, and I think they'll get the spawn for this one too. Wow, they've really just been really great at breaking hills this entire game.
yeah, and it starts with just how their gun skills have been this game, and they've been on point. As like I said, we keep mentioning them, but Simplex just absolutely having a great game, along with Rob as well, and just the team in general, just being able to break hills, as you said, has been really good. As we are coming down to it, 5 points to win. Can Sydney hold on? That's a team kill though. That's gonna be tough.
Oh no, that is certainly unfortunate. Is that a strike or a bombing run? I still can't tell which is which. But
Oh man.
Sydney Dingoes, that fighting spirit in full force. But Victor Daniel will creep up behind the Sydney Dingoes player and get this point. Unfortunately, I don't think he can win it here. Oh my god,
Oh,
he
he
did.
did.
There's
It
that
happened.
timer in action. I've been tricked so many times in that game. So, this final
Just
score, well,
sorry, I was just gonna mention. Yeah, I was gonna say that's been a problem before, but uh, just a great game overall from the teams. And like I said, I
awesome. So, we'll see how this goes. I'm interested in seeing which side they go to first, because typically you might think the bees might catch them off guard, and I think that's what they're thinking. Is you'll see two Sunny Dingle players go to A, two Sunny Dingle players watch Street. As wow, old guy Chicago's can get this bomb down real quick, and now Sunny Dingles have to figure out what they want to do, and hopefully those two A players rotate.
yeah, that was a quick plant by them, and now you're in a situation. As it looks like Simplex is on sniper, big kill there, as it goes down to 3v3. But yeah, this is now going to be a tough situation for Sydney. Let's see if they can break back in. As Rob looking in, doesn't see anybody. But yeah, that would have been a big kill there. But yeah, 2v2 now. Time ticking down.
Yeah, we saw Rob kind of approaching the bomb, but it didn't look like he could get anything going. Simplex is right at the bomb, but he recognizes that there's one more player alive on Old Guy Chicago. He recognizes he's probably not going to be able to get him, and so he just kind of goes for the kill. Maybe he could pick up some
Mm.
progress towards a kill streak, which he ends up doing, and the bomb will go off, and Sydney will lose that round, but maybe Simplex can make something of that kill streak going to the next rounds.
Yeah, that was a smart play by him because there wasn't much time left. Uh, Getting that third kill now puts him on a nice, kill streak that maybe he can get streaks with. It was a little bit of a wonky start for Sydney there. I don't know if they had, if the people set in the right positions they wanted. Allow OGC to take that first round, but now it's to Sydney on offense.
And we're going to see a completely different offensive setup here as they're going to kind of rush A. Well, seemingly rush A. They stop short of the door, and it looks like they're getting set up. Marshmallow Dude on outer stairs won't get a kill, and that's a really great opportunity for Sydney Dingles to kind of rush around those stairs, look inside the window. Banana gets a kill, but he might get. Yeah, he gets picked off. I thought from Simplex, but maybe not. But there's Strike Zone just sitting patio looking at Simplex, but Simplex
Oh,
just goes crazy. I think he's win AR too. That was an AR versus AR, and Simplex just snaps on the kill. And wow, he takes that round pretty nicely for them.
Yeah, nice little two-piece to finish it off there, and that again should give him streak. So that this is going to be now interesting moving forward. But he is now 5-0, and a nice play out of him. Going 1-1 now, as OGC goes back on offense. But let's see if they decide to go B this time, go A. We will see after this play. But yeah, good plays there out of Simplex again.
Yeah, Simplex just seems to be using the complete gambit of weapons here. I saw him with MP40 last round. I saw him with an automaton the first round. So he's now using a sniper. That's pretty crazy skill, pretty crazy versatility out of him. But as I am rambling on, old guy Chicago will get the bomb down just like they did last time, and hopefully things go a little bit better for you if you're Sydney Dingoes, as everybody's just trying to get some picks around the point.
Yeah, they got it down quick again, and now you had two guys on flanks. It was a big first kill there. Now player Victor Daniel moving in. That's a big kill. Let's see if they can do something off of this now, as it is a 2v3. Does good to stay alive. The bomb is being defused. They're going to see it. No, they don't. The bomb gets defused. Good plays there out of Sydney. As a little bit of a sneaky defuse there. There was two players on flank there for Sydney, and it allowed that to happen. Good plays out of them, and that's a clutch play right there.
That was really a great play. I believe it was a 3v2 in favor of Sydney, and I believed Rob's other teammates went down, but as the other two teammates are kind of fighting off the other two old guys Chicago, Rob just goes for the defuse. And that takes a lot of guts. Good for you, Rob. But we will see Sydney Dingo now have to plant the bomb themselves. And it looks like they're so happy about that B side that they're going to try and go for it this time. And we'll see Sydney.
Sorry about that. I was going to say, and it was open too, and maybe they're recognizing that now as they'll try to get it down. It looked like OGC sent 3 to A and then 1 mid, and now it's open as they're getting the bomb down. And now it's going to be up to OGC to recoup here and try to get the defuse in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be tough for them to recoup as one of their members goes down again. You have a OGC member going to catch one Sydney Dingo in the warehouse, but now your teammates know where that player is in the warehouse, and they're just kind of collapsing on him. The other Sydney Dingo player in the middle gets cut down. The warehouse OGC player does go down, and now Marshmallow Dude will have to find a way to defuse his bomb in about under like 6 seconds with 2 Sydney Dingoes. I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe he could get a kill in the meantime.
Yeah, he gets one there, and it looks like he's going to give up on the next, and that's probably a good idea. But yeah, it was another quick plant, or a relatively quick plant, as like I said, B was left wide open there, and they recognized that, and you seen they got down the bomb quick, and Sydney Dingoes up 3-1. This is a big round coming up. This could be a potential swing round, as if Sydney goes up 4-1, that's a pretty big hole for OGC. So let's see if they can battle back here.
Absolutely, they have to put their foot down right now if they don't want the series to go up 4-1. That would be a very hard scoreline to come back from. Not impossible. These guys can do it, but it would be very difficult for any player to come back from that. And we'll see the battle sort of happen around A side. This time, OGC gets a kill bottom outer and another kill top outer. So that's a 2v4 already in favor of OGC, as they'll catch another one at outer, trying to hunt down the other old guys Chicago members.
Wow. That was clinical out of OGC right there. As Strike Zone went off there, it looks like, I think he got 3. I don't know if he got all 4. It looked like, it looks like Banana gets the last one. It was an interesting play. It looked like they were almost doing a little bit of a split push, and Strike Zone just was dealing out pain on the outer there, as gets 3, and huge round for him and a huge round for OGC as they are now back in the game. Big plays out of Strike Zone.
That was definitely a really great round out of old guy Chicago. They have a knack for getting the bomb down fast, but I don't even think they need to get the bomb down in that one. They just got kill after kill after kill, and that was kind of the best case scenario if you're OGC. And right now, as we speak, A bomb side will be again the place of battle for this round. As we're watching Banana, he's going to get cut down, and well, it's still 3v3, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, it was a team kill there, and it was almost a lineup that Banana had. Was Strike Zone coming from behind, almost big plays out of him. 2v2 there, but the team kill had evened it up after Banana was killed. But now let's see who can regroup here. Strike zone coming around the back. He'll get cut down. 2v1. Big plays out of M. Scott, and he can't finish it off. Sydney Dingoes take the round. But it was an interesting round as Sydney was coming into A. They had pretty good position, and Banana almost had a lineup for a two-piece. Couldn't get the kill, unfortunately for him, and Sydney takes the round again, 4-2. Another big round coming up here as a potentially another swing round here.
Yeah, that was definitely a hard fought battle for both teams. I believe at many times, I think they were even all the way down 4v4, 3v3, 2v2, and eventually 1v1. So it's definitely, nobody's given up here. It's very equal, and I'm excited to see what happens here. Just go up around for Okai Chicago, put them 3-4, and that's very comebackable. As we say that, Okai Chicago will drop a member, but Banana's doing everything he can.
Oh.
We'll pick up one, and as I say that, another Sydney Dingo goes down for a 3v2 near the A bomb site.
Yeah, Banana with big plays there. He was almost cut down going through courtyard. Was able to get through. A big kill there by Marshmallow. He was able to get through and get a two-piece. So big plays as the round is over and OGC with the win. But like I said, that all started from the play with Banana at the first part of the round there. Was it able to avoid getting killed and then got the two-piece, and that set up a round win for OGC. And again, like I said, another big round. Now it's 4v3. 4v3, and like I said, another big round coming up here. But that was much needed for OGC.
Yeah, that was a huge round for OGC. They just kept getting each other's trades, and they just kind of rode that wave all the way down. So good work on that for them. Sydney Dingoes are going to try this B bomb side again. Haven't seen this for 2 or 3 rounds, so we'll see how this goes. But an old guy Chicago member is already there. We're just waiting for them to come through. And you got to imagine the old guy Chicago members are they don't see anything at A, so they've got to be assuming there might be a little bit of a sneaky going on here. So they're just trying to get a feel for what's going on right now.
Yeah, both teams kind of feeling each other out as Sydney really slowed it down there. That's a big kill there for M. Scott. Can't get the second, but looks like the bomb is going to be able to go down as Rob is planning. Sydney with the 4-2 advantage, and let's see if OGC can make a play here. As Strike Zone sees one, gets it. Can he get the second? He cannot. Exotic with the kill there, and now it is all up to Marshmallow Dude with the round on the line.
Yeah, with the round on the line and an automaton in your hands, but he's got a Sydney Dingo member behind him, and unfortunately, he will get cut down to make this a 5-3 scoreline. However, this is the dreaded scoreline. This is the scoreline you could definitely come back from. We've seen this so many times, so don't count out old guy Chicago yet.
Yeah, definitely don't count them out. It's still in reach. A little bit of a tough play there, just a little bit of COD timing. He just didn't see him behind the truck, and then as soon as he came around, he was able to get picked off. But yeah, OGC on the attack here. Need this round to keep the game alive. Let's see if they can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I imagine we're going to see another aggressive play out of them. It seems to be what's been working best for them. And it's going to go right back to his B side where they won the first round. And they're definitely hoping to recreate that success as that B bomb is just getting planted. And Sydney Dingoes just going towards the A side. They're kind of stacking it. Old guy Chicago has a really good opportunity to defend this bomb well.
Yeah, like you said, they stacked A, and as we've seen so many times this game, they just quick planted on B, and now you got 30 seconds left to make a play. Still 4v4, nobody dropped yet, and let's see if we can make some. Let's see if there's big plays happening because Simplex looking in the back here, engagement there, really nice kill, and here we go, coming down to it.
Yeah, Exotic's definitely trying to get the defuse down, but Ogai Chicago members will be on the lookout for him. He's defusing again, but Ogai Chicago members trying to open that window. Please. Oh, man. Oh my lord. I almost thought he had it. Oh, my God. That's so crazy. Ogai Chicago will take the round. Wow, that was pretty insane. I thought he might get that defuse, but wow. That tense.
Was really close. Really big play by Marshmallow. I think he was about a second or a second and a half away from getting that defuse, which would have been a crazy play, as he almost did it again. But they extend the game now. 5 for Sydney, 4 for OGC, and it's not over yet as they get on defense here too, which is a lot easier. So let's see if they can push it to around 11.
Yeah, hopefully. Old guy Chicago, I I think they're just going to kind of play this one safe, trying to get information, try to go outer again. There's been a lot of kills happening on that outer side, and we have Marshmallow Dude's going to meet a few members here, and he will get cut down. There's 3 members there. He's got to be reporting that to his team. As you see, the entire Old Guy Chicago just kind of wrap around. They're coming behind him. They're going outer, but Banana can't get that kill. Unfortunately, wow, Sydney Dingoes, 2 members go down, so it's a 2v2, and Sydney Dingoes don't even have really control of the bomb site. There's an Old Guy Chicago member, I believe, on the outer side. He's hiding under a desk. He's waiting for that bomb plan. He could probably hear it from there too. But oh my god, it's a 1v1. The bomb's not down.
Yeah, bomb isn't down, and that was like really close. As they were on the opposite sides of walls of each other. Just didn't know. Let's see if he tries to get down. Exotic pushing through and Strike Zone with the kill. Wow, that was a crazy round. They were literally standing right next to each other. There was about 3 people from opposite, I think it was 2 for Sydney and then the 1 OGC player, just in that room together. Didn't know they were there. And now we come down to a round 11. This has been an awesome game so far.
It's been an awesome game indeed. That last round was so crazy. Things were happening so fast. I was tripping over my own words. Jeez, man. And now we're at a round 11, 5-5. Let's see if Old Guy Chicago can reverse this map and really take it and go 1-1 in the series.
Looks like they're sending 3 over to A. This is going to be a big engagement here as Exotic standing by the door. So it looks like they slow it down, but they got 2 coming from the outside. Victor there, he gets killed. That's a big kill from Strike Zone as Banana goes down. But it's a 3v3 now. That could have been a really big engagement. Let's see if Exotic with another kill there. And now it's down to a 3v1 as Strike Zone tries to use a kill streak, doesn't get anybody, and it's up to him to clutch it out.
It's definitely up to him to clutch it out. I believe he also has to plant the bomb, so definitely a hill to climb. But he gets 1 kill. That's a great start. He's got another member right on the other side of him. He will get cut down in the back by the Sydney Dingo member in train station. Unfortunately, Old Guy Chicago will lose the map by 1 and bring it to a 2-0 Sydney Dingoes in the series. But that was a great map.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch as Simplex coming behind
it
there.
Is a long line of sight map. You always got to be alert. And well, the map will start and we will see both teams rush towards this P1, and it always gets mixy around this P1 circle. So I can't wait to see what happens here as both teams will descend on the point.
Yeah, early kills out. Banana with a 2-piece, and then he gets killed out. But yeah, this is a really big point, and it's going to be interesting to see who can kind of get some mid control as well, because mid control for this point is obviously huge as well as Rob in the point just contesting right now. Simplex with a 2-piece, Banana with a kill as well, trying to just stay on the contests. Can they kill? And they do. Still a contest though, as this has been a very mixy hill so far.
Yeah, this has been mixy indeed, as MScott will rush in, but get caught by the Sydney Dingo member, and Sydney Dingo will take that hill, and I assume will get the rest of the scrap time. No, they're still getting challenged by Old Guy Chicago, but that player will go down. So Sydney Dingoes will have the scrap time, and it will be relatively close in the scoreline as both teams just kind of run over to P2, and it seems like both teams have a member on or around the P2 point, so it's definitely going to be do or die here in a few seconds as Sydney Dingoes having a battle on top boat, but as Sydney Dingoes just kind of descends literally from top boat onto the point.
Yeah, Simplex in a very good position. Like, that is such a hard position to kill. If he can stay here for the whole point, they're going to be in position, but that is a big kill there. That crow's nest is it is really hard sometimes to get that person off of it. Big kill there is Rob HD with a nice kill there. Looks like he got a punch in. But OGC, 4 down. They get control of the point right now, and we'll look to come back. But yeah, like I said, that crow's nest is such a pain in the butt on this map. So if you get somebody in there, that is really tough to kill them out.
Yeah, props to OGC for killing out Simplex at that crow's nest. As Simplex will go right back to the crow's nest as I'm speaking and try to get some OGC members on the crossover. As OGC members will have spawns for that P3, but actually P3 is one of the harder hills to attack from the front, so you'll definitely need those spawns. As Sydney Dingoes will try to go from the front. They know exactly where the player is. Somebody's always going to be in that tank, and Exotic will rush right in, get the MP40 kill, and rush right into that same spot. There's no point in hiding where they are on the point. Everybody knows. Just got to sit there, lay down, soak up some points.
Yeah, it is extremely hard to get a kill there. Banana's going to try to get a kill, and he does it. Now he lays right down. Get comfy, boys. This is where we're staying. It's such a hard place on the point to get a kill. It's so much cover. OGC takes the lead now as they've been able to soak up some time here, and they're doing a good job. Now with 16 seconds left, it looks like Sydney does have spawns on that side. Let's see if they obviously want to keep it for next. Don't want to push up too far here, as you don't want to lose spawns as they get 4 down. Now let's see where, okay, they do still have spawns, and they will be set up for next. It looks like Victor Daniel backing up, but again, this point's going to be weird because the other team might literally spawn right behind you if you don't have somebody all the way in the back. But yeah, again, another close game so far.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a decision out of Sydney to continue attacking that P3 point as the clock was winding down. And
I was gonna say sorry, and here we go. Strike Zone went behind, and they get the spawns exactly like I said. Now let's see if they can hold it. As wow, big kills out of Strike Zone. That was a really good play there. But sorry to cut you off, but yeah, like I said, this point is just the spawns on this point do not make any sense to me.
yeah, the spawns on this point are certainly rough. You had Sydney Dingoes at the start of this point kind of spawning there one by one, but Old Guy Chicago was all around and just cutting down members until finally they were able to get a really good breakthrough. And Old Guy Chicago, I think they've been pretty on leading the scoreline this entire game, but they're really drawing the scoreline out on this hill. As Sydney Dingoes will get like the 5 seconds grab time as we shift over to P5, but Old Guy Chicago in a good position there as well as Strike Zone will just kind of lay down in contest spot, and he has a Sydney Dingo member across from him, but the Sydney Dingo member will get cut down by his teammate as now Sydney Dingoes has to go through top hill, has to go through P1 and attack at all angles just to get some time off this point, but Old Guy Chicago really locking it down.
Yeah, it was a big 2 kills to start the hill from Strike Zone as Banana trying to find another. Going to the knife here as he gets a 3-piece. But yeah, it was a big kill by Strike Zone. I didn't see exactly what happened, but on that P4, he got a fortunate spawn over to P1 with about like 15 seconds left. And he was able to get spawns for them for next as he was moving over to P5. So it was a fortunate play for OGC, as OGC getting a lot of kills here. But yeah, Strike Zone with a huge play for his team for this P5 is now we move back to P1 with OGC with a pretty nice lead for themselves.
This is what we're talking about, right? On that P5, Sydney Dingoes managed to reclaim control of that hill, but Old Guy Chicago was still spawning there. But on this new P1, Sydney Dingoes will have control for now, as the Old Guy Chicago lead has grown since I last mentioned it. About a 40-point lead, but Sydney Dingoes really looking to cut that down. If they can hold this P1 for the rest of the time, they can take the lead, but the P1 is so difficult to hold down. But Sydney Dingoes doing a great job with their guns just pointed right at their spawn, knowing exactly where they're come up. But Old Guy Chicago will cut them down one by one, go up the stairs, and try to get a hold of their own. But Victor Daniel has something to say about it. But wow.
Yeah, I know Exotic made a nice play here at the start of the hill. I know he has a glide bomb. I don't know if he has a strafe, but they have that in their back pocket. But it's been good plays out of both teams here. As the start for Sydney was very good, and then OGC with a nice break. As Exotic is kind of popping off this game, as he's going to call in his glide bomb. As we now move to P2, he actually kills 2 of his teammates and gets 1 OGC member, so a big pile up there. But now it's about retaking as both teams are moving in. Again, OGC with a lead, but Sydney getting back on the point here.
Yeah, and if Sydney Dingo wins this game, you can definitely look at their slaying power as one of the reasons. Currently, they have some pretty good KD on their side, which is definitely contributing to getting some really good holds and breaks on these hills. As Old Guy Chicago trying to really attack this P2 hill, but it's so hard when you got Simplex on top boat and you got people in the point itself watching mid. Simplex is going to go off, he's on the killing spree. He's got another 5. He's got a glide bomb too now to match Strike Zone's glide bomb. We'll see if he can get this last kill, but wow. Sydney Dingoes has such a great hold on this point, and it's not an easy point to get a good hold on, and they're right back in this game, almost tied.
Yeah, you're right about that. It is really tough. And now you look as OGC is still spawning over there, but they have 2 Sydney members as Simplex gets took off. That's a big kill. Sydney had a chance to get, I don't know if spawns, but if they got a few kills there, they could have made this point interesting. As more streaks coming in, but you mentioned Simplex. He's been in very good spots and putting himself in good position to get kills, as we're talking about top boat. But yeah, they close it up. Look, it's a 5 point game right now, and again, you're gonna have a point where it's pretty hard to break. As it's been a lot of contests right now, but yeah, it has been a very close game so far. Good job by Sydney to bring it back.
Yeah, this is a pretty big contest hill. You see a lot of contests, especially when somebody's got their 1 foot on the sand and one's just laying down boat. Oh, that boat spot or that tank
Yeah,
spot.
it's tough.
Sorry, but
It's tough,
oh gosh,
man.
Chicago. I think both teams kind of kept it contested pretty well. They both got some points on it. Oh guys, Chicago will hold a 13-point lead going into this P4, but Sydney Dingoes have the P4 control to start, and these ones, and wow, you see old guys Chicago just
Yep.
creeping up. You see that number 5 player just creeping up right behind him. Will get a kill, will get cut down. Sydney Dingo's right around it, but old guy Chicago not far behind. Sydney Dingo still spawning there for the moment, but old guy Chicago not spawning far at all.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised they didn't get spawns because they flanked behind, and even though they did get killed, there's been so many times where that team that just got killed there will spawn there. It didn't happen there, but Exotic trying to make a play there, he will be killed by Marshmallow Dude. But yeah, now it's gonna be interesting because look, you have all those guys spawning behind, and OGC had the hill time, but they don't have the spawn. So big plays out of them. Banana with a 3-piece, go off, man. Good plays out of him. And look, they're still spawning there. This hill, man, it is crazy. As we move on to P5, and again, so close. Sydney now taking the lead, but OGC set up for P5.
Yeah, that was a crazy hill for sure. Sydney Dingoes was just spawning there the entire time. I think old guy Chicago thought they had it at one point, looked towards mid, but unfortunately did not. And well, as I say that, old guy Chicago looking to make a play here at P5. Their crow's nest player will get cut down, and wow, they just kind of go all down on the point. And Sydney Dingoes really getting aggressive on this point. Tie game so far. Sydney Dingoes racking up the points. Nobody on old guy Chicago is on their side for spawns, and you got to just kind of attack this from the front of the hill. While Sydney Dingoes can win here, you definitely don't want them to get a lot of points here. So we'll see old guy Chicago go around and try to get spawns.
Yeah, now it's crunch time for OGC. They got to start making some plays here because now it's getting down to and Sydney is just continuing to kill as they they are on a really nice streak here. There was a big kill. I don't know who it was for OGC. As can he get the second? He can. Exotic with another 2-piece. There was somebody up in Crow's Nest for OGC. He got killed at the start of P5 hill, and that put them in a tough position. But here we go. 15 points away for Sydney. Let's see if OGC can bring this back. If not, the series is over.
That was such a big kill to get Simplex on the stairs. He was just creeping up. I believe the person on P1 wasn't looking at him, but his teammate had his back. And now we see Exotic creeping up. Banana will get that kill, go right back on the point. You can't let Sydney Dingo get on this point, but unfortunately for Old Guy Chicago, they do. And Old Guy Chicago really not close to the point, but they still have time to make some mixy. They're going up the stairs. They might get some here. They get robbed, but now they know where they are. One member going up their stairs, they can only catch them by surprise, but they can make it up the stairs in time. Sydney Dingoes will win the map and the series, their first win of the season.
Congratulations to Sydney, as that first win obviously probably feels really good. Look, they played well all series, right? Like